What's up, guys? Thomas Papadaki here, Kettlebell Strength Club. Thank you first off for picking up my free full 30-minute fat burning kettlebell workout. Before we get started, there's a couple things I want to go over to make sure you start well, you do it safely and effectively from beginning to end. First off, you're going to need a kettlebell, obviously, or a couple kettlebells. At least one kettlebell, either a 16 kilo 35-pound kettlebell or a 20 kilo 44-pound kettlebell. So that's first off. Secondly, you're going to need a mat or two mats that are going to give you enough space to do all these exercises, move all the way around them, but also that can absorb the impact of a kettlebell. So about 1.5 to 2 inches thick mat that does not slide around. You want it to grip the ground, and so that you don't slide around while you're doing these exercises, especially with the get-up. Secondly, and then after that, you're going to need space to train so that you can move around fully and do all these exercises, swing the bell, snatch the bell, even up overhead without hitting anything, breaking anything, damaging your walls, or hurting anyone. And if you do need to let that kettlebell go, you want to be able to do that safely without, again, hurting anyone, damaging anything, breaking anything. So give yourself that space, set up properly. Let's get going, guys. That's first off. So as you'll see in my kettlebell workout, I do have a simple kettlebell complex in the session. So a kettlebell complex is multiple kettlebell exercises done all together without putting the kettlebell down. Awesome for fat burning, conditioning, full body strength. However, you need to first progress and be able to do these individually, the exercises individually before we put them into a complex. So if you're new, you only picked up a kettlebell and swung a kettlebell a couple times, or if you're brand new, this is for you. Pay attention. So this is how I want you to modify the kettlebell complex. So what I'm going to have is, I have a clean, press, and squat complex. Looks like this. Clean, press, and squat. Okay? That's the complex. 5 reps. It builds up to 5 reps on each side. So you're going to be doing that for 5 reps without putting the bell down. If you're new, I don't want you to do that yet. What I want you to start with is the clean. So 5 cleans, either from a cheat clean. So a cheat clean is bell or hand that's coming to the sides, palm down. Other hand here, you're cheating it to the rack position. You're going to just do 5 either cheat cleans or 5 floor cleans, pulling the elbow back to that rack position. Get those done first. Then you move on, do your presses. So a press, abs engaged, glutes engaged, tight, and then you're going to control it down. So once you've done your presses, then you go into your squat. You could either do in that rack position, vertical forearm, good strong rack, a rack squat, or you could just do a high pull catch into a goblet squat. High pull, catch it, pull yourself down, goblet squat. So that's how I want you to modify it if you're brand new, if you're new to kettlebells, okay? From there, what I want you to do with the swing, if you're new to kettlebells, again, swing is going to be new to you. So a quick summary of how to do a swing. So I do have a more detailed, specific instructions that you received in your email on my full kettlebell 2-arm Russian kettlebell swing. So, but we'll touch over it real quick. So what you want to do is always bell here, foot space away from the bell. Slow toes pointed slightly outward. You're shrugging up, you're shrugging down, you're cocking those shoulders, you're hinging down, making sure your shoulders always above your knees. Your hips are above your knees. You're reaching down, bell's right here, you're tipping it back, you're pretending like you're breaking that bell apart, that's activating your lats. And then what you're doing is air in, abs tight, hike it back, explode it up, let it come down. From the top, you want to wait for it until your forearms are right by your side, and then you hinge, and then you throw it up. You explode it back up. As you come down, you're going to take a couple short breaths in through your nose. Okay, we're not taking a big gulp of air because we want to keep our abs contracted and tense. Okay, always. If you need to modify it even more, you could do dead stop swing. So what it is, you set up, then come down, set up again, dead stop, hike it back. You can do your swings like that. It's going to take a little bit long for you to do the full workout, but however, you're going to do it well, you can do it safely. That's the key, guys. Safe, effective execution of these kettlebell skill movements. You want to learn them well, proper technique. The last one I want you to modify, if you're new, is the snatch. There's a snatch progression, as I showed here, it's 5 and 5. If you're not new to the kettlebell snatch, then this is how I want you to do it. So we're going to do a one-arm swing. It's a high pull, basically a half swing progression to the snatch. So it looks like this. You're swinging the bell, and instead of going forward like this, you're pulling that bell upward. So you pull it up, so it's going up and down. So the trajectory is going up and down rather than forward. So up, and then what that does is once it gets high enough, all you do is punch it through, and there's your snatch, guys. That's it right there. Okay, that's what I want you to start with, progressing to the snatch, so you can get there and learn it well. When you're at the top here, you're not going to drop it down like a snatch. You're just going to control it back down, set it down, and start again. Okay? So that's how I want you to start. If you want to try dropping it down from the top, this is how it's going to look. So you're from the top here. What you're doing is letting it drop, this arm collapse, comes straight down, and there's your snatch. Okay? Drop it like that. But progress there, guys. Do it safely. Again, check out my full in-depth video of the kettlebell snatch. You can learn safely and effectively how to do these movements. So everything else, pretty self-explanatory. You know, I have some swings. I have rows. Real quick on the row, you want to always set up athletic stance here. Shrug that shoulder up, pack it down, tip that bell, hold it by the corner, and we're rowing to our hip, guys. Always row to the hip. Okay? Don't shrug up. I want you to row to that back hip. Okay? There's your row. All right, guys. So that's it. That's how I want you to modify these exercises on this full workout here until you get better and better. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, let's get going. I'll see you in the next video. Let's get training strong, guys. See you then.